All right, everybody, here we go. So, there is so much that is going on with the NXIVM case. I thought it would be good to do a video on it and clear up some things. So, for instance, a lot of people are starting to watch the Christie brothers outburst, and I got contacted by somebody who saw that video. If you're unfamiliar with that video, you can go and check it out right over there. Basically, did the NXIVM symposium reveal something totally unexpected? Okay. Now, I posted that the day that I got it, and like I said, I got contacted, so I think it would be remiss with all the evidence I found not to go over that. So right now, I'm gonna get to her because I want. It's a very touchy subject. There were some things in her story that I was able to absolutely confirm, and then there were other parts of the story, such as the connection of her. Which she's claiming was an ex-boyfriend who is not the biological father of this child, but seems to be the biological father of this child, from what I'm seeing. But again, I'm not sure. I found his name, all this other stuff, but we'll get there. What I really want to start with is this news that just broke out today. Just incredibly insane stuff, guys. That right there is, I believe it's Nancy Salzman, right? Or is that Lauren Salzman? No, this is Lauren Salzman. So Nancy Salzman, I believe, pled guilty very quietly right here. So let's see. Man, there's just so much to go over here. Lots to go over. So she's saying that she's pleading guilty and admitting to enslaving women in locked rooms for 2 years. Remember, this is the most bizarre case because when we get to the Bronfmans, we have these billionaire heiresses that are obviously connected to Edgar, their father. Edgar Bronfman, the ex-head of the World Jewish Congress, mentored Hillary Clinton in many ways during her political career, got the Medal of Freedom from her husband at a ceremony, by the way, where Harvey Weinstein's there, Cuomo's there. I'm pretty sure, I don't want to misspeak, but I'm pretty sure Wiener is also there. I did a little mini doc where I just took a small excerpt of that, but you can find the whole ceremony. Other people also getting the Medal of Freedom as well online. So let's read some of this because it's pretty damning and incriminating stuff. Let's see. A NXIVM cult member who secretly pled guilty last week to charges of racketeering conspiracy admitted to keeping her own personal slave locked in a room for 2 years. Newly unsealed court documents reveal. I knowingly and intentionally harbored Jane Doe 4, a woman whose identity is known to me, in a room in the home of the Northern District of New York. You know, all this stuff, supposedly the major stuff that's just with NXIVM, because remember, they have schools all over the place. They're connected with Salinas, who is the son of the ex-president of Mexico. Doesn't seem like he's going to get indicted. Doesn't seem like he's going to get in trouble for anything. But this is, this is in my neck of the woods. They say in Clifton Park. You know, I was just there, saw Gogol Bordello, had a great time. So, again, pretty damning stuff. Pretty damning stuff. Enslaving people. Apparently that's okay. So let's just continue with this. Salzman told the judge she held the woman hostage between March 2010 and April 2012 and threatened to deport Jane Doe back to Mexico if she did not complete labor requested by myself and others, court transcript said. The 42-year-old defendant also admitted during the proceedings to being a member of NXIVM's secret interorganization, DOS, which prosecutors have accused of starving and branding women. Now, in my little mini documentary that I did over on the We Are Change channel that you can see from quite a while ago, you'll see that, what's it called? Crazy Days and Nights, the blog by quote-unquote NT Lawyer that came out with a lot of the Epstein stuff, a lot of the Bryan Singer stuff before it broke in the mainstream media. They said they were using girls from Lebanon. That's hearsay. That's not being reported in the mainstream media. But now we have confirmed people within the organization. Confirmed people saying, yes, we enslave people. Yes, we enslave people. And things got really weird earlier in the week when it was revealed that somehow sleazy Avenatti is involved in this. So Claire Bronfman, the Bronfman sister that's been charged, the one walking around with an ankle bracelet, okay? She has a guy named Garagos as her lawyer. Now, Garagos is representing Avenatti in another case. And then all of a sudden, he's named as a co-conspirator in the supposed shakedown case with Nike. You can't make this stuff up. How is Avenatti poisoning everything? How is he so involved? It's very odd to me. I know celebrity lawyers are big, and it's not so much the way they practice law. It's the connections that they have. I mean, you look at Dershowitz. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying these guys don't know how to practice law. I'm not saying they don't know how to be dishonest and lie and get people out on technicalities. But Avenatti also got involved in the R. Kelly case. In that latest tape that supposedly surfaced, he's the one that provided it to the prosecutors. Now, hey, if you've seen the work I've done on that and talked about for years, I'm very glad that finally that stuff is being brought to light and R. Kelly is ending up in court and hopefully in jail. But what the hell is Avenatti doing? And making it odder. So Bronfman faints in court. I believe there's another court hearing after that. Everything's just going forward. She decides to not let Avenatti represent her anymore, but keeps Garagos, all these things. People have said that this is drama. And believe me, there's a lot of drama in that case. If you again, go back to my channel here and you watch the entire symposium, the hour and 40-minute symposium, which I suggest you do, take everything with a grain of salt. You know, I think that the lawyer there is very good. You know, the woman who dated Rainier Boucher for 9 years or so, I think she did a lot of spinning. You know, I was there pretty much the entire time before she got there and sat down, and just the behavior that I observed, you know, she did not seem like a trustworthy person. And there was a little bit of combativeness up there. But again, decide for yourself. I put it online so everybody could check it out and see if, you know, more connections could come out. And again, we're going to get to the outburst as well and what I was able to find out from the Christie brothers. And again, that is their name, Christie with a K, Christie brothers, who, you know, basically interrupted the thing. We'll show you a little clip of that as well. So again, we have all these things going on. And then Allison Mack isn't going to get her trial delayed. Remember, Allison Mack, in the initial, I guess it would be indictment that was out there with her and Raniere, there seemed to be child sex trafficking included. That later disappeared. And then a few weeks ago, we heard the charge of child pornography with Raniere and Mack. And if you go and you watch that symposium, they're very openly talking about Raniere being a pedophile. And plenty of evidence there. So then I guess that's going to bring me to this woman here. So this is the woman. Let's mute this as I play, because you can watch the whole thing. I played the whole thing over there. And you can tell she's emotional. Again, her mother was extremely unhinged in the beginning. So, what was I able to find? Well, somebody contacted me, and they had, not only found this guy's name, but very easily I was able to go on LinkedIn. And during this, she talks about him being in IT and tech. And that part seemed to check out. Absolutely seemed to check out, guys. So he did have all these contracts. I don't know if they were high-level military. Again, I could not find any connection to NXIVM, and neither could this person. So then they did a real deep dive. I mean, they spent some time talking to her and the mother. And, this person said as soon as Christie Brothers began to be vetted, she got very aggressive and upset. So when I did find out this guy and I saw he was working IT, I'd just like to say that as of now, he's not working, as far as I know, at least his day job is not with any, how do I say this, any government affiliates, anything. He's basically working for a large chain department store type place doing IT. So what else was I able to find? Well, the girl is absolutely hers. Looks a lot like her. And this guy has since remarried and had 2 children with this woman. Now, there are pictures of him with his family. Everything that I was able to see seems like a normal situation. But I don't know for sure. So I don't want to sit here and call this woman crazy, as I did not contact this man directly. But again, found out where he worked, found out his past work history, was unable to corroborate any kind of connection to NXIVM whatsoever. I will say this, he did remarry a Filipino woman who obviously seems to be from that region, bilingual. But again, I'm not sure that means anything. I know that some people will point to, the children trafficking that goes on in places like Thailand and Malaysia and the Philippines and that sort of thing. But that in itself really doesn't hold up. So again, if you want to go see this woman's entire what she broke out and said, and we went and interviewed her afterwards, it's over here. It's right here at the top right hand corner. If you want to watch the whole symposium, it's there. But really, again, there's just so much going on in this very, very bizarre case, guys. I think it goes much deeper. It does look like a large trafficking operation. I don't know if Claire Bronfman is actually going to be going to prison. It seems to me that in a lot of ways, Raniere is the fall guy. They make him out to be like, this cult leader. But in many respects, I think he's, again, the guy being used as the front man. Meanwhile, other people are actually making money when it's been claimed that there's been a loss of money with these things. Remember, according to Parlato and the Frank report, when he was working for them, he was saying that, they lost $150 million. And that it was claimed by the Bronfman sisters that, that's because our father doesn't like Keith. And he, in conjunction with the Illuminati, manipulated the markets against us. That just sounds so ridiculous and outlandish that how do you even, obviously they edited a lot of that. He probably had a lot more to say, and he didn't believe it either, and I don't believe it. So what was really happening here? Guys, I'm going to keep on this case. It's rather local, although a lot of the court stuff has taken place in Brooklyn. I would appreciate any tips you have on this case or any thoughts, any news articles maybe I've missed, but I've seen a lot of them, and I know that, again, the Frank Report and Art Voice and the Times-Union, which is the local Albany paper, which I in many ways grew up with, has done a lot of great work in this case, and I want to continue to see that, but I want to see those punished be the ones that will help dismantle this altogether, because it's dark, guys. It's extremely dark. Thank you so much for viewing. Please smash that subscribe button. Go check out my work over at Pulse Change and We Are Change. Smash the subscribe button there as well and ring the bells, because if you don't hit that notification bell, you probably won't see this up in your feed. Thank you guys for watching.